Now in this example, we're going to talk about compound interest. If you recall, the compound interest formula is A equals P times 1 plus R over N, all raised to an exponent of NT. When putting it in the calculator, it may be beneficial to put parentheses around that exponent. Now here we're given a principal of $2,000. Then we're given a rate of 8%. Remember to change that rate to a decimal by moving the decimal point over 2 places to the left. Semi-annual is the compounding period, and the compounding period is the letter N. Semi-annual means the interest will be calculated twice a year. So in both places of the N, put a 2. And last but not least, the time in years is also a 2 for 2 years. So this will calculate our compounded interest. Now you may want to simplify it a little bit before you put it in the calculator. Notice 2 times 2 is 4. And if I go ahead and divide 0.08 divided by 2, that is 0.04, which would give me 200 times 1.04 with an exponent 4. It may be a little easier to do some of that part by part or just by hand. Now when you type this into a conventional scientific calculator, you can normally type it in step by step as it's written. So type in 200, then open a parentheses and type in the decimal 1.04. You will then close the parentheses with a key, and you will type whatever exponent key your calculator has. Sometimes it looks like this x to the y. On the TI-30X that I use in class, it looks like a little up arrow or caret symbol. Then you will type the 4 and then the equals or the enter sign. That will give you a decimal number, and mine is $233.971712. I want to go ahead and find the amount of money that's in here, but we need to round off to the nearest hundredth. So that means the nearest cent, thinking dollars and cents. Well, that means 2 places behind the decimal. Since this is a 1 next to it, I can just round that off and drop that in the back. So the first answer is $233.97. That would be entered for part A. Now, for part B, we want to find the interest that was earned. So we will come down here to our first answer and simply subtract the principal, what we started with. Remember, principal is the original starting amount, and that will leave $33.97. That would be the part B answer.